Starting pitcher for Norfolk, Craig Anderson. Forming the battery with catcher Alberto Castillo, Mike Cervenak at first, Cesar Crespo at second, Torres at short, and Terry Tiffy at third. I asked him who his favorite player was growing up. As we see a strike there to Roberson, 2 balls and 1 strike now to the leadoff hitter. And I was surprised he didn't say Graham Lloyd, the big left-handed reliever who pitched with the Blue Jays.
And the Expos. Yeah, he's definitely in the Lloydian mold.
This one hit high by Roberson. It will stay in the infield. Looks like in last night's game, Thurston was 2 for 5 with a run and an RBI. Had that big triple in last night's game. Was a pleasure to watch. That happened in the 5th inning. Later scored on a wild pitch. That ball gets away from the catcher Castillo. 1 ball and 1 strike to Thurston, batting .271. Swings at that one and misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And if you're a lefty and you can get a hold of something that Anderson feeds you.
This one hit down the first base side. Cervenak will pick it up, run to first quickly, and there's out number 2.
I was about to say you'd probably want to pull it to right simply because there's quite a breeze going out that way. Joe did that, unfortunately, along the ground. Some breaking stuff from Anderson. Joe taking the ball where he likes to take it, likes to try to hit it between first and second along the right side, but couldn't quite get it past the first baseman that time.
Brendan King now batting. First pitch to him, a ball. Cervenak busy tonight, was busy last night, had a few balls that played some funny tricks on him as this ball is hit by Brendan King into left field high.
There are 2 teams that I actually play for. And, you know, seeing Castillo, this is 20th year of pro ball. It was funny to seeing him there, but we had a couple of laughs around the cages earlier, and it was nice to see him.
Gary Burnham batting here with the 1-1 count. We're up in the booth with Derek Aucoin, former Ottawa Lynx pitcher. Good to have Derek here in town. He'll be joining FP Santangelo in a special game tomorrow night, the 15th anniversary of the Ottawa Lynx.
You're looking forward to hooking up with FP again?
Yeah, it'll be nice, and you know, this is just such a great town, and the baseball history, its 15th anniversary, is still, you know, pretty remarkable. And winning the cup in '95 was on hand when we won in '95. He was watching the game at home, and we became friends shortly after. He was a big Expo fan and was following my progression through the minor leagues. And when he came to Ottawa, he was a big Ottawa Lynx fan. And you know, I was talking to some of the old ushers that have been here for a long time who remembered him coming to sit by the bullpen, and he'd just come and watch the game sort of with a hat on, incognito, and he used to love coming out to watch the Lynx games, and him and I remained friends after my playing career in Ottawa, and we're still friends to this day, and he's doing very well in Switzerland.
Randy Ruiz strikes out there. Dusty Wathan will bat. Now, did Dag ever have ambitions of becoming a baseball player, crossing over sports?
Well, he used to love, you know, he used to come and take batting practice here, and he would swing and swing until he could at least hit the fence. He was lefty batter, and he'd try to wrap one over the pole in right field. And a couple of other guys, you know, we'd have Daniel Alfredson out here, and Wade Redden would come out, and Sean Hill at the time. He used to get a bunch of guys out, and that's all you wanted to do with an aluminum bat was try to leave at least one time. And Daigle came close. He might have hit the fence one time, but nobody managed to put it over the fence.
And Dusty Wathan
in January. So after getting my surgery done in January of '95, not really knowing how you're going to come back and how things are going to work out, after rehabilitating and really getting stronger in the month of August, I pitched again in Harrisburg in the month of August and just got hot at the right time. And when Ottawa needed the extra help for the playoff run, I was the first guy to get called up with Jake Benz, another lefty, and Alex Pacheco as well. So and actually we came in and we're 3 of the guys that pitch on that final night.
Guys I remember well, Jake Benz and Alex Pacheco. And that final night, that night when the Lynx secured the cup, what a miserable night that was weather-wise. I tell you, there must have been, I think, 2 major rain delays in that game.
Yeah, there was 2 rain delays. I think they pulled a tarp out twice, and you know, you're getting into late September. You get some cold nights, and but when you're about to hoist a cup, or when you feel like there's a chance you hoist a cup, the weather really is irrelevant, you know, to everybody. And I know the fans, a lot of fans stuck around too till the very end, till the bitter end, and I'm sure they were all as warm as we were once the final out was recorded.
Now, speaking of the fan base, as someone who pitched for the Expos and somebody who pitched for the Lynx, are you saddened by the fate of both teams and the status of baseball generally in Canada?
I'm extremely saddened, and I've been talking about it all day. You know, baseball, how my business has been so successful in New York is because my target is a very grassroots-oriented program. And what I basically do, and sort of a joke that I say, is I try to get them before they're old enough to make a decision to go to soccer. So I start my kids at 18 months. I start them under 2 years old, and then once you make friends in an activity and parents make it a social activity, then it becomes very easy when the next season comes up. They want to re-up and come back and play the same sport where their children made friends, because that's the only success of soccer. That's the secret of soccer, is I'm going to get you. I don't really need to be that experienced to coach. You know, you need a couple of cones and a soccer ball, and you go out there and play, and then once the kids meet other players on their team and the parents meet each other, then it becomes a social thing, and then you got them forever. So if you get
one in particular that you still keep in touch with, Bob Baxter.
Yeah, well, you know, us intellectuals, we hang out together, you know. Bob Baxter is a Harvard graduate, though. Of course, you can see why him and I keep in close contact together.
For fans who might not remember back then, Bob was a middle reliever of some note, kind of an undersized guy. Didn't have any blazing fastball or anything like that, but he could get outs.
Oh yeah, no, a lot of ground balls. He's like, a lot, you know, very similar to Kirk Reeder. Same style as Kirk Reeder, another